The Lord of the Rings challenge, it consists of 2 goals. The first goal is you must find the one ring. Whatever ring, like the first ring that you find while leveling, shut up! While leveling from a quest, from a mob, that is the one ring. Now, what do you do with the one ring after you get it? Well, that leads to part number 2. You have to destroy the one ring. So after you find this ring, you have to travel to Blackrock Mountain, stand on the suspended island in the center, that's this thing right here, and then delete the one ring from your inventory. After doing so, you will do a /played and screenshot your success. And that is how you win the Lord of the Rings leveling challenge. It's a little bit harder than you think. Panel 2, here are the basic rules of the challenge. If you die, you have to delete your character and you have to try again. Even if you name your character Boromir, you are not allowed to die. Rule 2, you cannot use a mount. You must walk, just like the Fellowship. Number 3, you cannot use primary professions. Secondary professions, that's first aid and cooking, those are acceptable. Number 4, no auction house or trading is permitted. Number 5, no potions are allowed. If you find a minor healing potion off of a dark-blooded hound thing in Tirisfal Glades, can't use it. Number 6, this is a new one. Whenever you level, due to the weariness of the journey, you must delete a single piece of gear that you are currently wearing. You can choose whichever one you want. You just gotta be wearing it and you gotta delete it. And number 7, no grouping up. However, if you guys remember from the original, Lord of the Rings challenge, there are some exceptions to the basic rules, but we'll get into that in a second. Let's talk about the available races and classes. You can be a gnome, a dwarf, human, night elf, orc, or undead. If you are a gnome, you can either be a warrior or a rogue. Dwarves can be warriors. Humans can be warriors, rogues, or mages, aka wizards. Night elves can be warriors or hunters. Orcs, we're bringing the bad guys into the challenge, can be warriors, or undead can be rogues, warriors, or mages. But here's the real flavorful stuff, the classes, the class pros and cons. Here we go. The rogue. A rogue can use healing potions that you find, but they cannot use stealth during the challenge. Can't be putting on that one ring, you'll become corrupted and evil. You can't be doing that. And you most certainly can't use stealth just to sneak your way into Blackrock Mountain to make it too easy. Humans, you are permitted to die one time. You get one death, but you're only allowed to be a fire mage. If you are an undead mage, however, the one rule is you cannot use a staff. And you also have to be a frost mage. You're like a Nazgul, you're like an evil sorcerer, right? But you can't use those wizard staffs, No way, that's good guy stuff. Hunters can use their pet, however, they can only wear gear that is majority green or brown in color. And the warrior, you can use primary professions, however, you can only use armor that has been crafted by you. Not weapons, you can find weapons and stuff, but you can only use armor that you have made for yourself. The racial perks and cons, this is where it really shines. The gnome. As a gnome, you are allowed to wear the one ring. You can use its stats. Any other person can't do that. However, gnomes cannot wear shoes, and they cannot use any weapons except daggers. All right, dwarf. As a dwarf, you are permitted to group and trade with someone of equal level. However, dwarves are natural sprinters. As you guys know, in order for the dwarves to be able to maintain their natural sprinting abilities, they can't be carrying around too much stuff. So dwarves, you're only allowed 2 bags. Humans are allowed to ride a mount at level 40. Congratulations. However, after finding the one ring, a human has to make a saving roll to equip new pieces of gear going forward. So that means if you get like a new pair of shoulder pads and you want to equip it, you're more than welcome to, but you got to make a saving roll. If you roll under a 5, you lose the challenge and you have to restart as an undead. You have been turned into a Nazgul. You really want to put on those shoulder pads? You want to take the risk? By all means. Night elves, only bows as a hunter. Don't use guns because that's dumb. Night elves also do not have to delete a piece of gear when they level up. However, when the one ring is found, a night elf must make a saving roll every time they level up instead, okay? If they roll under a 15, they have to delete 3 pieces of gear that they're either wearing or from within their inventory. If you got some gear in your inventory, you can delete that. All right? If you do not have enough gear to delete, if this happens, you lose the challenge. Elves and humans are very weak in the presence of the One Ring. That's what we're trying to capture here, okay? Next, we've got the bad guys. You guys really wanted the bad guys in the, in the original challenge. So we've got orcs and undead. So as an orc, get this. Your low intelligence means that you cannot learn better than rank 4 of spells and abilities. However, orcs are permitted to group up with other orc players and undead players within 2 levels of their level with a max party size of 3 people. As an undead, you can ride them out just like a human, and you can also die as many times as you want during the challenge because you can't kill a Nazgul, right? However, your brain is kind of rotten. And because of this, you can only choose 4 abilities throughout the entire challenge. So choose them wisely. And when I say choose 4, that doesn't mean, oh, let me have 4 abilities on my action bar. Hey, I just learned a new ability. Let me take this ability off and replace it with this one. No. Right from the beginning. You want to keep that Frostbolt? All right, keep the Frostbolt. You want that Conjure Water? There's your second ability. You really want that Mage Armor? There's your third. Choose your 4 wisely. I'm going to be a Dwarf Warrior. I'm going to name him Gimlixi. I actually like that. Gimlixiom. Such a stupid name. Do you want a group, Nixxiom? Dude, Mr. Own Chad or Pawn Chad? Hell yeah, I want a group. Can I be invited? I cannot invite you. I'm sorry. Dwarves are only allowed 1 person in their group. Come on, man. Let the priest be in our group. It breaks the rules, Pawn Chad. You can't I can't break the rules 5 minutes into the challenge, you animal. I'm dumb. Why can the dwarf only have 1 other person in the group? Because you see, dwarves, you have to understand. Dwarves are very friendly people, lore-wise. So they can befriend someone of equal level to them, but only 1 other person. Because, you know. Anyway, there was also, I had a thought. I don't know if you guys would like this. We did talk a little bit about maybe making a dedicated Lord of the Rings challenge Discord. Don't know if you guys would be interested in being a part of something like that, but by all means. Does the dwarf challenge include yelling slurs to the elves? I mean, if you want to yell slurs to the elves, you're more than welcome to. Oh, I have to delete a piece of gear. That's right. Sorry. Man, I'm forgetting my own rules. I'll delete my shoes. Lucy, hush. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be having you whining all stream. I'll destroy you. I might have not thought ahead enough because I'm going to be like level... I only have 3 pieces of gear left to delete. So I'm going to be like level 5 in Karanos naked with no weapon and no way to like go out and mine weapons or mine ores for weapons. Why can't gnomes group up? Because they're burglars, yo. You can't have, like, you don't, like, when you're robbing a house, you know, something very common, something that we all do around here, right? When you're robbing someone's house, you don't want someone with you cramping your style, do you? What happened to your shoes, pimp? I lost them, man. The weariness of my adventure made them become destroyed. Dude, if you guys get together, if you band together and come to my stream as a group of like 5 level 1 orcs, all whose names are variations of the phrase, why can't we have meat? If 5 orcs show up with those names, I will make a short machinima about that experience and whatever happens next. Do you delete gear after you get the ring or from level 1? Whenever you level due to the weariness of the journey, you must delete a single piece of gear that you are currently wearing. I might need to change that to you have to delete a piece of gear after level 5. Because like, again, I'm gonna get to Karanos at that point. I'm gonna be just completely naked, like no weapon, nothing. Level. I'm gonna change the rule a little bit here to the whole what I said. Wait till once you hit level 5, that's when your gear starts deteriorating. Let's see, when you find the one ring, do you have to immediately go to Mount Doom? Or do you wait? What do you do? I mean, you're more than welcome, just run straight to Mount Doom, but just remember, don't die. All right, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Should a warrior be restricted to only using, including weapons, gear that he has crafted for himself? Or should it just be like clothing? Crafting all the things could be more fun. I think I'll do just crafting all the things. Man, inventory is always full.
How are you?
How are you? Right now, I need to lose some weight. I'm fat. You don't gotta tell me. I know that you want to tell me, chat. I understand, but I'm fat. I'm actually right now the heaviest that I've ever been in my entire life. Fun fact. I'm looking for boar meat right now and boar ribs. The only problem is there's so many of these stupid, fat, disgusting loincloth wearing dwarves running around with their stupid, bearded, ugly looking selves, killing every single mob in a 100-mile radius, doing that stupid classic WoW hardcore nonsense. And I don't like it. Did I just hear some of that good old Lord of the Rings racism come through? Listen, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that you should never trust an elf. They're tall, they're lanky, they have pointy ears. All right, I said it. That's racist, Garethos. Listen, I'm just saying like it is.
Never trust an elf.
Stout, buff, short, and epic. I've never seriously played a dwarf in WoW. Can I make a video of where to find the dragon glyphs? Do you really need me to make a video explaining to you where to find all the dragon glyphs? What you do is you go into the description of this video, all right? You following me? Okay, cool. And then you download the Zygor add-on via that link in the description. And then after that, when you get to the dragon isles, instead of dragging your nuts, instead what you should do not die. Do not die, Ponchad. Instead of dragging your nuts, use the Zygor thing to tell you where all the things are, and it'll give you like an arrow and it'll point to all the stuff, and then just fly around and it'll tell you everything to do. I'm an idiot. Sometimes I forget how dumb I can be. I should have gotten blacksmithing the entire... Before I even took one step out there. Mining.
What's on your mind?
The mining trainers in Ironforge. I bet you $1. I bet you one big dollary do is in Ironforge.
What can I do for you?
Surely you didn't think that you would find the town without a resident miner about. Oh, thank you. You can usually be found over at Steel Grills Depot just outside of Karnos.
Keep your feet on.
Excellent. Do you think that Blizzard likes you? No, I think Blizzard tolerates me. Dude, I am Nixxiom. So the first thing is I don't network with Blizzard. That's first thing. The second thing, I'm too opinionated. Like for every video that you can find, don't steal my mining node. Thanks. Thanks, Pawn Chad. Blizzard likes a yes man. Blizzard wants to be told that they're doing a real good job. Dude, Blizzard gave me access to the Dragonflight beta, right? 3 days later, I put out that video on my channel of a Drakthir crapping anal beads onto the ground in Goldshire, anal beads made of WoW tokens. Is there like a cave here? Like I see 3 nodes. Oh, I bet you it's the Yeti cave. I was trying to avoid it, but you know what? We're just gonna go straight on that there Yeti cave. Look at all these people playing. Gnomes. Now, Ponchad, do not take my... Ponchad, listen. I can make you stuff. You know? Like, instead of you stealing my stuff, I can make you... Oh my goodness, Bomb Bombadil. Oh wow, cool. He's definitely watching the challenge. Bombadil is the strongest character in Lord of the Rings. Was it the fact that when Frodo and Sam showed Tom Bombadil the One Ring, he literally took it and put it on his wiener and like, you know, and was like, what a silly little thing. Like, why is this such a big deal? Some of you guys have no idea who Tom Bombadil is, unfortunately, but that's okay. I did not set my Hearthstone. Dude, I suck at this game. Tom Bombadil is like the embodiment of how you defeat evil. You just collect water lilies and sing. How can you theorize on him? Nobody even knows who he is. I know exactly who Tom Bombadil is. He's awesome. I have hit level 6. The weariness of the adventure has drawn to a great weariness upon my dwarven self. And because of the weariness of the escapades of my great venturings forth across yonder Dunmoreau mountains, I have lost my recruit shirt. Me and my little sister watched your machinimas at age 7 to 10 and learned the word bastard from you, okay? I have grown up to 18 now. Thank you for being my second-hand dad. No problem. Train your class spells. Hey, hush.
Talk to me.
I don't want to hear it. Parry. Hey, hush.
Hey, good.
Don't want to hear it. Hey, Lucy, come here. Hold on. Pause. There she is. Do you guys want to see my puppy? Look at my puppy. This is Lucy. She is loud. She screams a lot. Sweet Lucy. All right, you want to get down? Not that way. Nope. Oh, dude, what's his face? He, Pawn Jabber, or whatever your name was. The guy who was questing with me. I see that you logged out. Thank you for playing with me, man. I do appreciate it. Let me go and smelt a little bit. I can end the stream how it should be ended. By making new clothes. It's cool too, like the idea, like the challenge is developing, you know? But what's cool is that because like when I hit level 7, I have to delete a piece of gear. So it kind of like gives me an excuse to make something again, like make a repeat item as a blacksmith, and it actually be worth it to do so. Well, guys, I'm actually going to be calling it here. A new journey has begun. The Lord of the Rings Challenge Season 3. Thank you guys for being here. I will see you all on the next episode. I love you. And, see ya.